Hey folks, I'm Brian Landstrider and welcome to the Bicycle Frontier. Hey folks, just got back from a little trip around the block here. I wanted to test out my new coat and see if it was going to be good enough for a ride next week. It turns out it's going to be quite well. I'm actually a little concerned. I was a little sweating a little bit and I got a little chill at the bend just because of the sweat. Kept me excellently warm, and it's about 23 degrees out here, you said, before I came out. So it's quite quick, even though there's no snow out and the sun's out. That's kind of nice, that helps. But decided I'm going to go ahead and ditch the idea of sorting through all that footage from the first of the year. For now, I'm going to put it aside and save it for later. Maybe a little B-roll, maybe a little walking in the woods stuff. Some other time we'll compilate it all together. So that's been giving me some stress. I'm going to go ahead and put it aside to let go of that stress and work on some new content. So next week I'm going to be heading out on the bike. I'm going to get together a equipment list that I'm going to be taking with me and try to include that here after this little speech, and you guys can give me some suggestions on maybe something I'm forgetting or better options that I might have access to with limited funds that I'm going to be doing this with. So I'm going out for 7 days. We're gonna test the bike out really good. We're gonna see if we can't get to a nice campground or some places we may have to do some boondocking. We'll see. I'm gonna take you guys along for that journey, and I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I'm gonna have fun.
We will be packing everything up in our new saddlebags that our wife got us for Christmas. We'll be taking our Makita flashlight. I just want to take that just to be sure that I have lots of light. I'll be taking the charger for the bicycle, tinder tin with some kind of towel wrapped around it so that it doesn't get everything else dirty. A tarp that is 6x8. Then we will also be taking our camera, all the gear in the camera bag that you can't see there, our mosquito hammock tent, a cable lock for our bike just in case we need to go into a store or something like that real quick, our heavy ninja gloves for riding and, well, just general use because those are going to be our warmest gloves. Our micro spikes to put on our shoes just in case we decide to go climbing on some ice or some slippery surfaces. That will help out. A couple knives, our auger bit, our Fiskars saw, a fillet knife in case we catch fish, our ferrocerium rod with our handcrafted handle, our fire blower to help get our fire started, a scissor that I've turned into a carving knife, my hot buttered hatchet, which you can see has a new wedge that I just glued in, and the glue hasn't dried, but it'll be ready by the time we head out. I might talk about that thing in a video by itself at some point. Unfortunately, some of the footage that I recorded got lost on it, but it's the hot buttered hatchet. If you'd like to see more about that or hear about that, let me know in the comments. I'll be taking my rain jacket. It's that orange thing there. You see on a little bit more rope, a couple of towels, our beach towel and a regular towel. Then we'll be taking our 2 big microfiber blankets. I found a wool blanket and a few extra thinner, lighter pairs of gloves just in case we need to get our other gloves off, let them dry, and still want to keep our hands warm. Some dice and some cards just to make sure that we don't get bored. A little bit of an emergency kit that was from the same thing that the wool blanket came out of. It was a just in case car emergency kit that has been sitting in our garage for a while. It's no longer in the cars or in use. So we're going to take that with us and maybe use up some of that stuff. I see there's a couple candles in there, and I think there's even a little super thin tarp thing in there. We'll see what's in there. Toothbrush, toothpaste, something to clean our hands with, some Q-tips, and fingernail cutters. Those are always good in case you get a splinter or something, or break a nail. 2 different small first aid kits that we'll probably keep in different places, just make sure that there's always one real handy. Some lip balm, just in case, make sure our lips don't get too chapped. A little bit of hand soap, some Tylenol, all-purpose painkiller there, and are utterly smooth, just to keep our hands nice and smooth and soft. Let's see, we're going to be taking our emergency fishing kit, a sewing kit, and a bicycle tube repair kit, just in case. I shouldn't need that, but you know, you want to be prepared for every situation. My tires are tubeless, but if for some reason that system fails, we want to have a tube just in case. Another flashlight, we'll probably actually grab a couple extra flashlights beyond that. Our bush crafted spatula, another knife. That one's actually my Boy Scout knife from when I was a little kid. We like to take that with us. A spare battery for the sport cam, a few assorted additional lighters, and moving on to the food stuff, we're going to be taking a cast iron, of course, our cooking pot that we use to make tea and soup and stuff. I made this little stove out of a couple of cans, and we're also going to take this burner thing that I got from the dollar store, this food warmer. It actually works pretty good for warming up food in the thing. And then when it runs out, we can add more fuel to it. And then emergency water treatment kit there. And then a small assortment of the food that I'm taking. I'm taking some coffee, some spices, an emergency breakfast bar there, just in case I get to be starving. Our ghee, of course, and a water bottle. And a small assortment of white feather meats. So we stopped by the White Feather meats place, which is actually the Bearded Butchers on YouTube, is where they work, is their business. Is their you can't order meat from them, but you can order their spices. So we're going to be checking out some of their products along the way. And then finally, we got a double batch of our trail bars. So if we don't do anything else for food, that should almost take us through. But anyway, guys, that's the equipment. If you have any suggestions, I'm going to be picking up a few things along the way, like a sharpening stone, because I don't have a good one right now, or some kind of sharpening system for the axes and blades that I'm taking.
All right, guys, I'm going to get inside, pack up my equipment, record all that so I can show you guys what I'm going to take with me, and you guys can make suggestions. Hopefully some of those will get through before I actually start out on Sunday, 2 days from now. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button if you like the video, and ring the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are coming out. Hey, and go check out my other channel. I'll be streaming on there tomorrow, some Minecraft in the morning. And we're doing Raft in the evening with the wife, who's operating the camera right now.
Yay, Raft.
Yay, Raft. Till next time, guys, I will catch you later.